Hello, everybody! Flash Notion here, back for another reaction to My Hero Academia Season 6. We are on episode 3, and, yeah, we are right in the thick of it. So, last time, Mirko came in and was a fucking badass of the highest order. To an almost disturbing degree at times. But yeah, no, she's awesome. And she wasn't finished with her fight, but we did cut away from it so we could go spend some time with Denki, Kaminari, and basically confirm him and Jiro having, a mutual crush. And then, he got to be a lightning rod, take care of one of the PLF upper echelon guys there who was acting very cocky and well, not anymore. Yeah, so yeah, all cool stuff. I'm not really sure where we're going to pick off this time. We still have not seen All Might in this season. So, I mean, it makes sense, he's not really going to be of much use in the fight, but you would have thought that he'd be, like, in the control room area there. Or something. Maybe he's out getting coffee. Maybe he's taking a shit. I don't know. Maybe Chris Sabat was, busy, so they couldn't get him for the first few episodes. I don't know. Maybe, I should just watch. And find out what happens next. I am super excited. Where did we leave off with Deku and them? They were evacuating the town, and Bakugo was pissy about it because it's Bakugo. That's pretty much it. Yeah. We'll see if maybe this week Endeavor and company can catch up to Mirko. There are still 4 high-end Nomus alive. We'll see, but yeah, should be pretty cool. So we will switch over our viewpoint here and get ready to start the episode. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and play. Okay, so I went back and I checked, and yeah, not only was that outro different, like it was actually completely different in that section. In previous ones, they did not show Toga and Twice there at all. So yeah, that was a brand new outro specifically for that. So yeah, just without showing us the body. Just fully confirming Twice is dead, killed by Hawks. And, that fucking sucks. Like, Twice was my favorite member of the League. Like, one of the only one that I could actually feel truly sorry for. Like, Toga is a serial killer, and Dabi, he's also a serial killer, but, like, in a different way. And, a lot of the characters, they have backstories that are genuinely terrible, but they have made decisions that the average person would not make. Decisions to murder and to hurt people in ways that are completely just wrong. And Twice has done some bad stuff, but the difference is that with him, like, he was trying to lead, I'd say, a normal life, but we've established in this series that for people with quirks, a normal life doesn't necessarily mean, like, what it does for us in the real world. But, like, Twice had a job. He had things that he was trying to do to keep afloat and not become a full-on villain. He might have been working doing criminal stuff, but like it was still a job, you know? That it wasn't stated in the anime that it was criminal activities. I believe it was stated in the manga that he was like working for the mob or something similar. But like it was still a 9 to 5 type job where it was like there was honor's not the right word. Like he was just an average guy with a very powerful quirk who was dealt just the shittiest fucking hand possible. Dead parents, turned to crime to survive, and then just got completely screwed over by, not quite capitalism, but like the top people just deciding fuck this guy. One mistake there and complete, like his entire life was taken away from him that he had built, and now he's stuck with nothing. So he goes deeper, uses his quirk to commit even more crimes, which makes him a villain in the eyes of the public. And so, and then he the way his quirk kind of went out of his control a little bit with the whole arguing about who's the real one kind of thing, which is utterly horrific. And then he finally, thinks he's found a place where he can live a normal life again. And this happens. It's just like, yeah, I actually feel bad for the guy. It's. What the fuck? Like, I knew that this was going to be a darker arc. I knew characters were going to die. I frankly did not. I don't even remember if Twice was one of the ones that I heard was going to die. I didn't think he would go out like that if he did. Definitely. But, like, it makes sense. It actually makes sense on 2 levels to kill Twice. Reason number 1 is because, yeah, if his quirk were allowed to go out of control again, like it did in Daika, like, the heroes wouldn't stand a chance. So, they had to let that happen. Or rather, they had to kill him. The writers, I mean. And by writers, I do mean, the guy who made the manga, Horikoshi. But the other reason is because of a trope called Shoo Out the Clowns, which is where you specifically kill off characters that have a more comedic bent to them. And of the characters in the league, Twice is the one who is the most comedy-focused. Compress also has some humor to him, but it's more of a dry humor. Whereas, Twice, he makes fart jokes. So, like, it makes sense to get rid of him as we're going into this more serious arc. And the fact that he is such a sympathetic character, the fact that he is trying so hard to protect his friends and whatnot, like, yeah, it's a good death. It is a good, tragic death. I hate it, and I am very, very happy that the writing around it was as good as it is. There are probably going to be people who are mad about it, who don't understand how to write stuff, and just no. This was pretty darn well done. I can't wait. I'm gonna wait to read the manga arc until the season is over, which is gonna be a while. But like, I really am looking forward to seeing how this was handled in the manga, because I have to imagine it was pretty good. And yeah, there's not too much aside from that. yeah, we we have not yet found out Hawk's fate yet. I don't know if they'll kill off Hawks. I mean, they might. They might. All things considered. Um, just like we still don't know actually what happened to Best Jeanist. I would like to find out that Jeanist is alive, but whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna kill off Hawks. I don't know if I want them to kill off Hawks because like he's he's a cool character. But I don't know, man. I don't know. His dream is just kind of incompatible with the future we see, where Deku is still fighting villains and like being the greatest hero. So like there might not be a League of Villains in the future, but there will always be problems for heroes to solve. Hawks' dream is kind of incompatible with heroes in general. And like, if he wanted to live the easy life, he wouldn't be a hero. The problem is that he is a hero at heart. He's just been forced into it and never really had a choice in the matter, so he finds it stifling. If he'd actually chosen this life, things might have been a little bit different. But then again, if he'd chosen it, he still probably wouldn't be the number two because he wouldn't have the ambition or the drive to get there. He'd probably be a relatively low ranking. He might actually be pretty popular still, but like he wouldn't be where he is. Um yeah. Obviously fucking Sun Eater was awesome. Just everything about Sun Eater is awesome. The way that he manifests things. First, we got Chimera Kraken, which was just epic, but now we've got a centaur form. Well, semi centaur. I'm pretty sure that was a cow bottom and not a horse. Both because I think a horse is actually bigger, and also because I don't think he would have eaten horse meat. Like, maybe it's not as taboo over in Japan, but like, people here in the United States would definitely be squeaked out over horse meat. I'm pretty sure there was actually like a horse meat scandal a while back, but whatever. It looks like he also ate some spiny fruits there or something. I don't know. He had some fruit stuff going on. It was pretty cool. Tokoyami, aka Tsukuyomi, like he had a moment with Dark Shadow. And yeah, as soon as I saw the prosthetics, I was actually wondering about whether or not, fuck, what was his name? Redestro had actually thought it through and gotten ones that would like strengthen with his stress. Because if he didn't, then well, they would break, like we saw. So he kind of screwed himself on that one, and I don't think he has the time to replace those. So he's probably going to end up back in his little hover chair doodad, which I mean, yeah, frankly, like, why didn't he just like put little hover things on his legs so that way he could hover around? I don't know. Um, yeah, be like, whatever. So, still, Redestro versus Tsukuyomi is fucking awesome. Uh, yeah. Gigantomachia. Yeah, without the Doctor or Shigaraki to give Gigantomachia orders, that guy's not going to be doing much of anything. So that's kind of unfortunate. He's not exactly a Nomu though, so like, I wonder about that. I wonder how much of him is left over. Because like one thing that they didn't really cover very well in the anime, from what I remember, is that All for One's bodyguard is actually from the time of his younger brother. And I'm pretty sure, in the manga at least, it was implied that that was Gigantomachia all the way back then. And that between the Doctor and All for One, Gigantomachia has been augmented over the course of a hundred or couple hundred years to be what he is now. So, normal people don't last that long with their brains intact. So I have to wonder how much of the original bodyguard is left in there. Or maybe he was always that simple-minded and is just, continuing onward. We didn't check in with Endeavor or Mirko this time, but that's fine. That's fine. A lot going on. Midnight got her moment. There was one other character that got a moment that I don't quite remember, actually, what it was. I'm going to go back and check. All right, Mudman got a moment, but I think there was also... Oh, yeah, Mushroom Girl from Class B got a moment. Let's see. Who else got a moment? There was somebody else. Redestro... Oh, wait, Edshot got a moment. Redestro just staying so calm in among everything was... hilarious. Oh, yeah. Kamui Woods. Of course. Yeah. But the majority of time was spent on Hawks and... oh, man. That title, One's Justice. They were talking about Jin. His justice. God damn it. Severely fucked up because, I as much as I sympathize with Twice and his situation and all that, and it sucks that he's dead, like, I can't say for sure I wanted him to succeed, and he did just murder a hero to save Toga and Compress, but, like, I don't know. It's one of those situations where I feel bad for Twice, but, like, now that he is a part of the League, and now that he, or I guess was, but, like, yeah, everything after he joined the League, I guess I shouldn't have sympathy for him, but, like, the fact that we didn't get introduced to his backstory until after the League, and, I don't know, it's a hard balancing act, because really, it goes back to the thing that I find is the biggest problem with the show overall, is that we didn't get enough of the League being a threat outside of when it related to our characters. If we heard more about the League as an organization attacking various places for whatever reason, maybe on orders of the Doctor, maybe on orders of All for One, just something that would establish them as a threat to civilians, I think then it would be a lot easier to regard them as a danger. The smartest thing, the reason I love the third movie so much is because we saw why the villains of the movie were a danger to the civilians. And with the League, it doesn't feel that way. We've never seen them just go out of their way to attack innocent people. They've always had a goal or a reason that related to our main characters in some way, shape, or form. And so it's harder to condemn characters like Twice, who, he doesn't share the blame for things like All for One going on a rampage in Kamino. Like, it's just, there's a degree of separation there between, yes, the League are bad guys, but we're not seeing them be bad guys. We're seeing the best parts of them, pretty much, the most sympathetic parts of them, without seeing the parts that are horrible in order to offset that enough. You know? Or, and like, when we do see them do terrible things, like Dobby burning people alive, it's usually to other bad guys, like the Liberation Army, you know? And random criminals or the Shiai Saikai. Like, we never get to see them hurt civilians. And I think that's the biggest missed opportunity that could have happened in season 2, season 3, kind of. Like, it's hard to point to a place in the show where we could have snuck that in, but it could have happened. It could have happened. And if it had, it would have been a lot easier to say, yeah, fuck these guys. But as it stands right now, no, they haven't done that, and now I'm very sad over Twice dying. So, god damn it. Anyway, great fucking episode. This is the longest I've talked for a reaction since the last My Hero, at least. Yeah, no, this was a great fucking episode. I'm gonna immediately after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna set the video up to render, and then, or, well, not quite render, I have to edit it first, but like, and while it's getting ready for that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to watch other people's reactions to it. I'm going to fucking love it. It's fucking awesome. Awesome. This season is on fire right now. No pun intended, because Dobby and Hawks, but yeah. The first episode hit the ground running, and they're keeping the momentum going, and it's shock, twist, whatever. They keep happening. It's the fact that I have to wait several days now for the next one. God damn it. That's almost enough to make me depressed all over again. But no. Oh. So, what was your favorite moment of the episode? Of course, comment, you know. Engagement is nice. I like seeing people's comments, even if they're inane. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I'm actually a little low on time, so yeah. Oh well. But until, yeah, that's all for this time. So until next time, bye bye.